I've called this vlog my big announcement. I mean, be prepared to be let down. It's not clickbait because I am making an announcement. Come, Matt. Come, Matt. Come, Matt. Out you go. Out you go. Yes. Oh, this is the best time of the morning. So, I'm just going to apply my eye drops. 1, 2, and I do not need your help, Myrtle. Oh my gosh. This is like a massage for the eyes. It's fantastic. I absolutely love it. I don't need my old slipper. Go on, you go and play with that over there. Hello everybody. Seriously, MTHK eye drops. When I use them, I lie back. It's the best way to use eye drops because they sort of sink into your eyes and it's like a wonderful massage. So I use these every single morning, and you know I do because I have talked about them before, and now many of you use them as well. I've got my own little MTHK cloth just to make sure that I've dabbed away the excess. So MTHK eye drops. Today is a very, very exciting day. Let me tell you why. I work, as you know, with screens. I work with about 8 screens at night in my job as a radio presenter. During the day, I work on screens, editing, YouTube, and watching clips. So my eyes are working so hard, but I never think about them. And then I started using MTHK spray. Do you remember? Let me just show you. I'm going to take you into the kitchen. It's very early in the morning, so forgive the mess. I haven't even tidied up. This is the spray. This is the spray. So I started using that, and then, do you remember? My agent contacted me and said MTHK would like to collaborate with you and work with you, and I said, Nigel, this is a marriage made in heaven because I've been using MTHK for about 8 weeks before they reached out to me, because as I say, I want to keep my eyes healthy. My mum is 97. I've been taking her for eye appointments, and I can see what happens if you neglect the health of your eyes. So I keep the rest of my body really healthy, and I just thought, why am I not keeping my eyes healthy? So I use the drops, I use the spray, and I also use their vitamins. But the reason, oh, by the way, I know many of you do because you leave compliments and you leave me messages. There is still a discount code. If you use my code JoGood10, JoGood10, you will get 10% off the MTHK products. Myrtle! No! I'm so sorry about that. Myrtle just brought in my slipper and dropped it at my feet and then accidentally bit my ankle. Myrtle, little devil. So sorry. So sorry. She's just playing with her slipper behind me. Right, where was I? Yes. So I am very, very, very excited because today I'm going over to the East End. Why? Because one of the co-founders of this amazing eye product is he's a consultant ophthalmologist. Oh gosh, oh forgive me. Anyway, his name is Mr. Alex Ionides, and he's agreed to talk to me. So he works at Moorfields, but he's agreed to take some time out to tell me. He's one of the co-founders, and he's going to tell me literally about the aging process and eyes. Now this is so important. All of us women go through chapters in our life, and I know there's loads of blokes listening as well, and this will probably apply to you, but in a different way. As the eyes age, particularly in women, the menopause, perimenopause can affect the eye health, and that's what he has researched, and that is what he's going to be talking to me about. That and the fact that I take so many supplements, can vitamins for my eyes actually help my eye health? So I'm so excited. I'm going to be talking to him. He works at Moorfields, but he's taking time out. I think I'm meeting him in their office, which is very close to Moorfields Hospital. So I'm going over to the East End. on the tube, on public transport, can't risk the car anymore. Just thought I'd quickly show you what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my Bella Freud gold dress. I'm wearing my Clairegerie shoes, my Wolford tights, and my acne coat. I'm going on the tube because one of the things my eyes experience constantly is working, work on site, so there's dust flying everywhere, you can hear it here. Also the underground is so polluted, and Londoners have that going into our eyes all the time, so it's good to keep them fresh and healthy. So yes, I'm going to Baker Street to get the tube over to Old Street. For me, I have always used the spray, then I've started to use the drops. I'm probably going the wrong way around, but I've also now started to use the vitamins. But you know, I always joke, the tablets, yes. Good. I joke that I have the most expensive urine in Marylebone because I take so many supplements.
That's been maybe because of the Chateau Neuf to something or other, something else in that, I think, probably. Sorry.
He knows me. He's only just met me, but he knows me. But I never thought. I mean, there's carrots. You're told, aren't you, when you're growing up, eat your carrots and you can see in the dark.
And that still is true.
Is it? So that's what's that? Vitamin A.
Well, yeah, carotene, vitamin A, lots of the orangey, yellowy vegetables, what the Americans call squash and marrow, and all those are very good at delivering proteins that are important for the retina and for the rods and the cones to function. And that is still true. And that if we supplement those, it can all be good. A lot of these are very hard to prove scientifically because if we know what's in the retina, we know what's in the tears, and we try to supplement that, it's very hard to produce a study to prove that it does actually work, apart from people like yourself who use it and find that it does.
Yeah. So in these, what I'm calling vitamins, the tablets that I now take with MTHK as well, they contain those. They
contain a lot of those products and more. So one of the consultants here that works with us is researcher at the Ophthalmology, and he does more research into the constituents of the retina and what proteins are important in the retina, to be able to add those into the multivitamin tablets to see if it can deliver more benefit to the retinal function and keep it working well.
So if we look at, I started this video off, I start the whole video off, if you remember, lying on my sofa, letting the drops in. And it's only having watched you do that, because before that I've been wandering around my apartment dropping it. But you said just lie down, do them actually when you wake up, let them drop into your eyes, close your eyes. It's like you're having a whole eye bath, actually. It's the best way of doing it.
A lot of people are very frightened and worried and don't like putting eye drops in because a lot of people aren't used to messing around with their eyes. They don't wear contact lenses. Contact lens wearers are very easygoing about having their eyes messed around with, but most of us don't. And so the idea of standing in front of a mirror, putting your eye down and putting a drop in when you're fearfully pulling back is horrible. If you lie down flat and just, you can aim it, close your eyes, and even landing the drop on your closed eye, it's got nowhere to go. Gravity will allow it just to go down inside the eye, like watering plants in the garden.
It is like watering plants, and it feels absolutely wonderful.
Very easy.
Yeah. I want to ask you now about the changes in women's lives. So, forgive me, I always think men are quite linear, but women have chapters, which are beneficial or a problem. You know, it depends on how you see it. And the chapters in our lives often mean, they're often hormone-led, and they often mean that the body really suffers. So, you know, skin, hair, nails, eyes also are affected by hormonal changes in women. Is this right?
Yeah, it is right, that they become drier, produce less tears, the oil layers become less efficient. So the oil layers on the outside of the eye, there are meibomian glands that line the eyelid like portholes on the side of a ship, 20-30 below, 20-30 above, and they secrete an oily mixture. And the oily mixture has lipoproteins in it that help, just like oil floats under puddles in the pavement, or olive oil in the kitchen, or float on water. the oil in the tears floats on the tears, forms a film across the tears and prevents the tears evaporating. That becomes more deficient as we get older, and more so in women, and the tears with the hormonal changes can become thinner. So instead of having an ocean of tears, you have a thin desert of tears. So your tears, you've got fewer tears, and if they're evaporating as well, then your eyes become more tired, more uncomfortable, and you just want to close your eyes at the end of the day, because that's the only kind of comfort you can give. Or supplement the tears, and the spray and the tears have no preservatives and they're trying to replicate that oily lipoprotein layer to try to form a film of lipid over the surface of the eye to nurture the tears, prevent them evaporating and seal them in. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, and I find that so interesting because I've always blamed London. You know, I use public transport, I go underground, and all of it's being thrown into my eyes.
Yeah.
I live opposite Regent's Park, all the pollen and everything's... And I kept thinking, is it because I'm living right in the heart of this city that my eyes suddenly became so dry? But it was probably my age.
Well, I think it's probably a bit of both. Often, for some reason, whether it's just the urban lifestyle, not necessarily the Thames Valley itself, but just the pollutants and the way it is, whether it's London or it's any other big city, it does have an adverse effect on people's eyes generally. And people do find if they suffer from the dry eyes or blepharitis or the irritants, they go away for 2 weeks to somewhere lovely and they find that they haven't bothered about their eyes at all.
Yeah.
If they go to air-conditioned places, that is very dry, and they will still continue to have dry eyes during the air-conditioned weeks, they're very dry. But if they're not, they sometimes come back from holiday and find that it's been 2 weeks without a problem. They get back into London or urban lifestyle again, and it all kicks off once more.
Absolutely.
So probably both. Yeah.
I think absolutely. So let's just recap. There are 3 products I use, which is the drops, the spray, and the tablets.
Yep.
Tablets I take in the morning with all my other supplements.
Right.
It's almost I'm taking them till it's time to go to bed. No, I'm joking. But I've added those recently to my supplement routine. As I say, I have used the spray for about 9 months, probably used it, and now I'm incorporating the drops.
Right.
So for people who, many of my followers already have products, MTHK products, and for those who have and want to add to them, and those who want to start, how do we use them, in what order, and what are we doing with each product?
Well, it could be whatever way you like, actually, whatever way you feel you might need it. So if you're concerned that you're getting older, you might have some retinal problems or eye problems in the family, and you want to take the vitamin tablets, which are there to just protect you against that, because your eyes aren't dry, I'd just stay with those. If you find it's more the discomfort from the dry eyes, if you're not happy putting drops in, the spray is there to be a lot easier. I don't know whether you find it's meant not to allow your makeup to run in your eye.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't actually. It doesn't make anything run. But also, I love that you spray it on closed eyes. That's unique.
And if you put it in the fridge, it's quite cool.
Yes.
It's quite nice sometimes to have that.
Yes.
But if you're okay putting teardrops in and you're happy with any technique, either lying down or if you're used to putting teardrops in, go start off with the teardrops.
My final question is: we can do a lot, now. We can do a lot for hair, skin, body, nails. We can now do something for our eyes. I use the words anti-aging very, very cautiously, but we can help the aging of the eye. Say yes, Alex.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Oh gosh, I get lost at Old Street. What an amazing man. That was so interesting. So, basically, our eyes, girls, our eyes change very much with our age. They go into different chapters, as do we. So you need to keep them healthy, especially if you live in an urban area like this. And don't forget, by the way, 10% off. I'll leave the link below. You need to use the code JOEGOOD10. Look at this.